Good evening or morning or daytime or I don't know, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is Chaos.
Mischief.
And Muscles. Welcome to our lovely podcast of Chaos, Mischief, and Muscles, where we talk about anything, everything, and whatever the hell we want. And we'll probably go off on a tangent at least once.
Probably.
Tonight's episode, okay, we will go off on a tangent at least once. Not probably. Tonight's episode is going to be about post-trip letdown, which we feel is kind of a good time to talk about since we all just had a trip. And we did intend to do some podcasting on our trip, but it was
Chaotic.
a lot.
It was stupidly busy. A lot of shit came up that we weren't anticipating.
Yeah.
The perfect schedule lasted as long as the initial engagement.
You know what? we had a semblance of a plan. We had concepts of a plan. Mandy needs a plan.
We all need a plan.
We all need a plan.
I overplan and then I get disappointed. So I'd rather just, I don't know, raw dog it through life.
So you need less of a plan.
Yes.
Chaos needs no plans.
Just
But-
appropriate.
That's true. Post-trip letdown is for everybody goes through it, I feel. Even if you've had people in your house and you didn't travel really, and
Yeah.
it's just, being in the same house is pretty huge. It's because you're just like, you're riding high, things are great. Then you get back to normal and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. And like for context, like the three of us were together, but it was probably like 10 other people, give or take, depending on the day.
Yeah.
12? Yeah.
Yeah. Most of us in the same house for most of the time.
Uh-huh.
We were stupidly busy the whole time. Not the whole time, but a lot of the time.
There
Like,
was
there was
downtime,
always-
but there
There was downtime, but we were still, a lot of times, like, we would still go for a walk or take, Kaylee to the park.
Or run a 10K.
Or
Mischief.
run a 10K.
Or not.
Or not.
Chaos because of making sure that you're taken care of, or walk like I did and pick up strays.
Yeah.
Or
Hiking. We did some hiking.
we did some hiking. We did some just random walks out near the Airbnb was right across from a park, which was
Mhm.
amazing.
It was a beautiful park.
Yeah.
It was
And so it was-
gorgeous.
So it was, I think there have been trips in the past that I've done with people where I'm ready to leave them. Ready to get away. It was not like this at all. It was not, we met up with a smaller group back in November in Texas, and still that was also very hard to come back from. I feel like this one was harder for me than the Texas one.
This one was easier for me, but
Easier for me too.
the reason I feel like it was easier is because I also had my parents, full disclosure, my parents were there and I had to set some boundaries. And so I was like, I was ready to be back in my own space because I
Mhm.
needed to process that I've had to put some boundaries in place. And
Yeah.
but at the same time, I got to fly back with our friend Sarah, who will be joining us one day. You're not getting out of it. It's something,
No.
Sarah. I promise you
No,
are not. Getting
even
out
if
of
you have
it.
to sit in the cuck chair as the producer and sorry. Not sorry.
Not sorry.
Did you guys bring the cuck chair home?
No, but we got
No.
my big chair. My big chair over here is going to be the producer's chair. That's what we're going to call it.
AKA
The cuck.
The cuck chair.
Wait, that's my bed.
It's your bed. No, you get a real bed
I
when
know
you
I
stay
get.
now. Now
Yeah.
you get a real bed when you stay because we actually are going to have a guest room. So
I know.
we'll have the king bed all set up and you can just sleep in there.
Okay,
You can
deal.
still, if you want to like leave and go sleep on there, you can. But
Oh, I will.
You know
I
how it
will.
is.
I feel like it's
Then-
tradition at this point.
Yeah.
At least one night.
Kaylee will come find you. Oh, Auntie Tracy's here. So I think it was a little easier, but at the same time, there's the people that I connect with the most. I'm still talking to on a daily basis, like you
Mhm.
guys, and
Mhm.
Mike and Sarah and like even Dion. Like I
Yeah.
connected with her, and Dion is
And this
another
was
person in our group, and she was
she
new. She'd
she was new.
never,
Just a couple months she's been
yeah,
in the group, and
Yeah.
actually
I
like
feel
just about a month. Yeah,
yeah.
she's been
So
in about a month.
so I think that's incredible that she was willing to come out there and
Step out of her comfort zone.
yeah,
It was
for
That's a
sure.
awesome.
huge step.
Sure. And
And
I'm like really I need to tell her this. Dion, if you're listening, I'm going to tell you this again. But really proud of her for how much she opened up at the
yeah,
group, because I think that
Yeah.
can be a really scary thing to do with new people. Um but yeah, it was awesome to see her open up, and it's been fun to get to know everyone
yes.
a little bit
Yeah.
better. Because yeah, we talk every day, and like obviously, I feel like I know you guys insanely well, but you click different and you connect on a different level in person.
Yes. I think I probably had an easier time like at the leave and go home,
Hmm.
because I was only like a 40-minute drive from the house that we rented,
Yeah.
because I live in the area where we met, right? So travel
Hmm.
time wasn't as much, but also I'm a highly introverted person, like
Yeah.
sincerely, and people don't get it because I've cultivated this sort of semi extroverted type of personality that shows on the outside because I also detest things like silence in conversations or whatever, right? And so I've just taught myself to be the person that speaks up when it's too quiet or whatever, right? Um,
I feel that.
a thing that I don't have to do with our group, and I love that. I don't have to be anybody but who I actually really am. But
Hmm.
because I am so, so, so introverted, and I was sleeping on the couch, which meant that like I couldn't escape to a room to get the quiet. So I'd escape
Hmm.
outside or, whatever, right? But I didn't have oh, it's bedtime, I can go to bed. Um, I couldn't do that until everybody went to bed, right? And so I didn't feel like I was getting all of the recharge time that I needed, my introverted self needed. And so at the end, though I love every single person that was there and I enjoyed every bit of my time except for the parts where I had to play taxi or, whatever for perfectly valid reasons, right? But aside from that nonsense, loved everybody there, but goddamn, I needed to get away. Like desperately needed to get away. So like the actual leaving, that wasn't hard. The fact that like things kept going on for a day or two after I left, and I'm like, well, serious FOMO here. So that's part of my like post trip letdown. Plus, I mean, I'm moving and was moving and am still moving. And has it been a week yet? I don't know. It's been
Uh, yeah, because
ish.
the race was a week ago.
Yeah. So it's been like a week, and I am every day moving stuff, and everything is not in its right spot, and it's driving me bonkers. But so I have something that's keeping me occupied to where I'm not really feeling the letdown yet. It's going to come. I know
Yeah.
it is.
So real quick, I just Googled so that if you don't know what post trip letdown is, it's post vacation blues is a biological and emotional slump. Your brain adjusts to the sudden drop in dopamine and adrenaline after the excitement of travel, while the abrupt shift from novelty to routine makes everyday life feel draining, is what the technical term is. And that's what we're talking about today. And it I feel like this trip was a little harder because of we had to transport people in a different way. And
Hmm.
unexpectedly on Saturday, we had to transport somebody to the airport to get back home because of altitude sickness. And then I ended up, my plans got changed because Tuesday, Wednesday, I was supposed to be with my parents, and that didn't happen. And so things got adjusted from there. And um, which was really, I loved it. It was great. It was very emotional in a way that I wasn't
Hmm.
expecting that kind of emotion to have.
Yeah.
Which is where I'm having the letdown, the post trip. But I've learned from other similar trips to have something to look forward to and trying to immediately get back into my routine. Like I read, we have basically a yearbook system where everybody has their journal and you fill out the journal and we give it back to each other. I still owe Tracy hers. It's written down on a piece of paper, but I got to give it to her.
I still owe Tracy one too.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
No, it's not.
No,
okay.
it's not. It's not okay. But that's like one of the things is I, in the past, would have just kept reading over my journal over and over. And this time I'm like, I read it twice since I've been back. I got back Wednesday. I read it Thursday morning because I knew Wednesday night I was way too emotional. So I couldn't do it. So I read it Thursday morning. I cried. I said my fuck yous to people. And then I read it on Sunday last night. Well, yeah, last night because I was missing Marcus. Marcus is gone. So he's camping and I'm missing my boy. So I'm like, you know what? I need to read some positive that I'm a good mom, apparently. And actually seeing that written down
Apparently, no,
from
you
other
are.
people.
You are.
Well, it's hard to believe sometimes as
I
a
know.
parent. It's hard to believe. So it's nice to see it written down from people who watched you parent. Like Cass is a great mom.
Oh yeah. You're both
Stupidly
fantastic.
supportive. And it's like you're a great teacher because I've seen you teaching and responding to children's crazy emotions. But it's like I have stuff to look forward to. Like I'm going to see another member of our community on Sunday. Whoa, days are hard. On Sunday.
Someone that no one has met from the community in person yet.
Nobody's met this kid. He's in his 30s. He's a kid in my brain. Shut up. I know I'm in my 30s, but he's in his early 30s and I'm really excited to meet him and I get, Mike will come down. So I have something to look forward to. And then it's Kaylee's birthday's coming up and then Marcus gets to go on another trip. So it's like I make sure that I have plans for the summer. And I'm also really looking forward to the fact that Kaylee's going back to school. So I have something really looking forward to.
Woo!
Mid-August. Kaylee starts pre-K or starts kindergarten. Oh my gosh.
I was like,
pre-K.
no, not pre-K.
Not pre-K. Kindergarten. Actual kindy.
Whoa.
So it's like one way I manage it. And then also going through the photos and I'm trying to build a Shutterfly photo book of the weekend.
Ooh.
That's a good idea.
For everybody. And I'm going to give everybody the link. But man, the emotions hit at random times. Like I'll be in the kitchen doing something and it'll just hit me and I'll be like, man, I wish I could just like sit down and hang out with Cass.
We did not get as much three-way hangout as
we had
needed.
like no three ways.
We have one picture of the three of us.
Yes. I know.
We have one picture. No,
And
there's one from a distance. Somebody got a picture of us sitting in the grass.
Oh yeah.
I think it was Mike.
Probably. I feel like one of the things we talked about for this trip was we were going to get more pictures together.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's just a testament to like there are like 2,000 pictures in that album, right? But a lot of them are landscape pictures. Pictures like from a distance of like candids of people like walking and talking and things like that. And so I think I think that's just a testament to like us being in the moment too.
Yeah, because that's something I've been trying to increase more of is like less taking pictures of what's happening and more just experiencing what's happening. Right?
Yeah.
Let's see. 2,098 items. So between pictures and videos.
We need to find two more just because that's going to piss me off.
I know.
I can take out the pictures of Jelly Queen.
No,
Jelly Queen.
Disco Jelly Queen has to stay. And I have a video, a 5-second video of Mike farting on my pillow at the hotel room from before even the meetup. Like that's in there. And then we've got mountain pictures and we have people, flying on the planes and random dog. Like the pet the dog in the DIA airport.
It's all like not everyone experienced like that dog or Jelly Queen or some people drove in, but it's like the collective experience of it all that I think is really important that we I don't know, I think it just, I don't know. There's a thought there that's not fully formed, but
It's like, okay, do you remember I really like action movies. I think you guys know this about me, but I like those stupid action movies where there's a hero and he saves the day, right? Love that shit. Okay. And I forget the name of this one, but there was a movie where it was the same, like, I don't know, 30-minute thing that happened, and it's told in 5 different perspectives. Like, and then it'll finish one perspective and then it'll rewind and you're at a different person's perspective, but it's all the same timeline. So it sort of overlaps like a little bit. And then at the end, you
okay.
have like a whole picture. I feel like this album is that for the weekend.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got to
But
figure out what movie that is.
But Mandy, I think like going back to what you said, like the journal yearbook thing, I think I read that too much. And I've gone back and I've read like what people wrote that were there in November and then like compared to like what they wrote in this last one.
Same.
Okay.
Which is really, it's been really awesome.
So,
Okay.
Vantage Point. It came out in 2008.
Okay.
It is about an assassination attempt on the U.S. president in a foreign country. And it's
I'm
like
not gonna,
it's the same 15-minute window retold from very different perspectives of the scenario. So
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
We don't need certain things to pop up, but
Yep.
yes.
Agreed.
We'll get demonetized before we're monetized.
Pretty much.
Well, they'll monetize us and then we'll get demonetized.
I will say that like some of the fun is going back and being like, how many pictures of Sarah sleeping are there?
Oh my gosh.
Or how many pictures of there are there of Mike being
An
in
idiot.
a random thing, like Mike, like the one I just stopped. Mike is doing push-ups on a table
Yeah.
and Kaylee's like hanging out on his back while he does push-ups,
I will
with
say,
840.
I feel like I win for best picture. The first day we were there, we were in the car and Sarah fell asleep.
Yes,
And she
that's
fell
true.
asleep and her hand was in a way where it was giving the middle finger and it wasn't on purpose.
Yes.
It was my phone.
Asleep.
It was my phone background for a while. And then I realized I had to change it in case like one of the kids accidentally got a hold of my phone at school or something. But yeah, it was glorious.
Like, so for one thing that I love about the post-trip letdown phase though, is it gives me motivation to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I start thinking about, okay, what's next?
Mm-hmm.
What can I plan next? Where can I go next? What can I do next?
I think.
And right now I'm going to move. So I've got to get ready to move.
A couple weeks.
I think
Yep,
we
2 weeks from today.
created a monster in my child because
for context, Elliot was there.
Yes. Elliot, my 19-year-old, had briefly been part of the group, so it was kind of like an honorary member, so came up and then just didn't want to leave. And so, okay. So Elliot's officially part of the group again. And I have fielded, I cannot even tell you how many, I think 5 or 6 in a week, 5 or 6 conversations about what race are we doing next?
I love that so much, to be honest.
And it's fine. I can do it. I'm like, stay to the 5K range for right now, my dude.
Yeah.
And give me some time to recover and train. I need to do it properly this time.
I can help you with that.
Did you know that Mischief is working on becoming a running coach?
What?
I did
So if
not
you're listening,
know that.
You really didn't?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a second. We've talked about this before. I'm so
if you're
tired.
needing a running coach, Mischief is working on becoming one. And she's great. She's super helpful. And I am very excited once my foot heals up to be able to take advantage of some of her like coaching services. Because my foot is not there yet. I tried.
No,
my foot's
you
not
did.
there.
But you completed the 10K.
You did.
I did. And I kept picking up strays and I
You
loved
did.
it. It was my favorite thing is finding people who are walking alone. And just striking up a conversation with them, especially if they don't have headphones on. If
Yeah.
they've got headphones on, I'm like, I know they're in their zone. But if they don't, like, I gotta say hi.
And the vibe there was like such like you didn't want to do it alone. Like I was running by myself, but like I had my headphones in. I wanted to run it wanted to run it as much as I could, you know. But like that vibe was so fun. Like there were times where I'm like, I wish I would have stopped at the slip and slide, you know. But I was like, no, I have a goal. I want to do it in like this amount of time. So and the water lines made me added some time to my
there
end
were
time.
some concerns. I have some feedback. They asked for feedback, and that was my biggest feedback was your water stations were not set up very well.
They were not set up very well, and they should have been on both sides of the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I swear I waited at least 45 seconds in that first one, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you
you're
have a
trying to
goal,
get a time,
yeah, it's hard to make up, especially when you're not used to the heat or the elevation.
Which is another thing. It's like your body has to acclimate and adjust when you travel.
Yeah.
Like I tell people, if you're on a weight loss journey and you travel, do not check your weight for like at least a week.
Right.
Just don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I did because,
Same.
well, I was just curious how much, but it doesn't affect me. And a lot of people, it does. Like I was on the Mike Needs a Plan podcast. Shout out Mike Needs a Plan podcast. Really good. Comes out on Wednesdays. I was on that today.
Listen to that one after ours.
Listen to ours first. Ours is first.
Yes.
And he was asking me to talk about myself, and like the last thing I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I have lost a lot of weight. Do I know the exact number? No, but it's because my weight and the number doesn't mean anything to me anymore. It's just okay. I want to get it lower than this. I'm not really worried about it. It's more for medical needs rather than I want to be skinny. It's like I don't want to be skinny because I don't. I used to. I don't want to be thin. I want to be fit.
I want to be healthy.
Yeah.
I want to be healthy.
I want to be metabolically healthy.
I want to be like Kaylee. I want to be metabolically healthy.
It's the greatest thing we've ever taught her.
Actually, no. You betcha.
You betcha.
You betcha. In Kiwi's Minnesotan accent is awesome. But like, how do you guys feel about coming up with trips, having them go sideways in a lot of different ways, and then getting back to normal? Like, how do you feel about that? Like, and then does the idea of making another trip, like, does that like scare you off, or does that be like, all right, this is what we can learn, and go from there?
I think for me, it 100% depends on who I'm doing the trip with.
Yeah.
Because if it's someone who I know I'm not going to travel well with, or who just pisses me off on a regular basis, and then I get pissed off on vacation, I'm never going to do it again.
Yeah.
But if it's someone where like we can talk about it and be okay diverting the plan and be okay. Are you okay?
I think she swallowed down the wrong tube.
I think she did too. Yeah, I think if it's someone where we're not going to get pissed off with each other and we'll talk about it, then it's better than if I'm from Minnesota, right? Like we don't talk about shit. Like we're passive aggressive as fuck, you know? So like if I'm going to do that whole spiel and then it's going to be like, oh, did you know what Tracy did on the vacation that really pissed me off? Or like, you know, whatever, it's going to be gossipy or bullshit stuff, then no, I'm not going to want to do it again. But if I'm with people who I know I can talk through shit with, and like, okay, with this happened, this like, okay, like Cass, like we know next time you need your own space. So it's like, okay, what can we do better next time to make it better for everyone that's there? Like you're not going to make people happy 100% of the time, right? But like there are things that you can do to improve from the last trip. And also I'll say this, I haven't had a lot of vacations just in general. So I think the last like vacation I had that was not with you guys. What was that?
Jeopardy music playing now?
Yeah, I have no idea. I like legitimately have to think about it.
I think that's just
It was probably a family vacation, honestly.
I think that's part of our generation. I say our generation because I'm kind of with you guys. I'm kind of not. I don't know. I'm on the cusp of
Yeah.
like Gen X or millennial or whatever. But We didn't do a lot of vacations. When we
Yeah.
did vacations, it wasn't vacation like Disney World. It was, or even camping, right? We didn't do that when I was growing up. We went to my granny's house for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We went
Yeah.
to a family member's house a couple of towns away for Christmas, you know? So, like, I have been extremely lucky to get quite a few vacations out of life the last few, I'd say the last like 5 years. Because I went to Cancun with my sister, and that one, it was a normal vacation. So I had normal, like vacation letdown after it. And then a couple of trips to Idaho. I had a friend get married, right? And go back and see family, which is kind of a vacation, but not really. Some of them went well, some of them went sideways,
Mhm.
the thing about going sideways, like a vacation going sideways with me, is it always teaches me something, right? Like, oh, I can't travel with this person, or I can't travel in close proximity to this person. I cannot be in a space where this person has any say whatsoever on what is happening on my vacation. Or,
Mhm.
I didn't know I needed my own room. Guess I do, And
Yeah.
honestly, I think that's new for me. I think as I get older, my introvertedness becomes needier. Mostly
Yeah.
probably because I'm holding not myself, I'm holding my boundaries more steady lately about that. So I'm getting more of the recharge that I need at home. And so if I'm not getting it in a different situation, then my body's like, what the fuck, woman? Right. So,
That makes a lot of sense to me, at least. Like, I would have been fine sleeping on the couch if
Mhm.
I didn't have Kaylee there. That's exactly what I would have suggested is
yeah.
we just swap.
For
And
future reference, I'm always fine sleeping on the couch.
I know, but
What about when
you
you
had a
become a
roommate.
grandma and
I
have
did.
back? Okay,
You're never going to be a
Never gonna be
grandma,
a
but
grandma.
you're going to be
yeah.
a grand auntie, a
That's
granty. That was really bad.
We just
there's
called them aunties.
You're gonna be somebody's auntie. Like,
in
so,
Mandarin it's IE. IE.
hey,
Everyone, no matter if you're like an actual aunt or not, if you're not related to someone. IE, like we called the cleaners. IE. Sorry,
we
that
gotta
was
teach
Okay.
that. We gotta teach. No, we gotta teach Marcus and Kaylee that.
I can teach him some other stuff in Mandarin too. So can Dion.
I am very concerned by this.
Dion probably knows a lot more than I do.
I will say, okay, Cass, unfortunately you weren't here for this, and I wish you had been. So Dion is over here, and
She's
we're
gonna
doing
hate
our
this
hike.
so much.
She's gonna hate that I'm talking about this, but she's like started talking in Mandarin to this family and like
Yeah.
offered to take their picture. And it
She
was
heard them
so cool.
speaking Mandarin and went up and just off the cuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so cool to watch. And she's
I
like
would
super embarrassed.
never.
Yeah.
Same. Okay, maybe actually I did. There was a mom who was taking pictures. She was doing a selfie on this rock, and
Yeah.
I happened to like look over and see it. And so on my phone, I took some pictures, and I'm like, "Hey, do you want me to take the pictures and I'll just text them to you?" And she's like, "Yes," like very cautious, but it's one of those where moms don't get enough pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always behind the camera, and when people do take our pictures, they usually suck. Because we're directing
Yeah.
or we're like telling
Or,
our kids not to be little buttholes, you know?
or they have no idea how focus works and autofocus.
Yeah. So anytime I see like a mom who's the one taking the picture, I'm always like, "Do you want me to take your picture?" Because honestly, it's a thing. That's what I
Yeah.
love doing. That's what I love about the trips. When I go on trips, is I always see a mom in that situation every
Oh
single
yeah.
time.
Oh yeah.
It happened when we were in Minnesota. I was just thinking about that. There was a family doing pictures, and they're trying to get a group photo, and they were trying to figure it out. And I got their pictures as well.
I don't remember that.
Actually, we were not in Minnesota. Where were we? What state was that? Wisconsin. We were in
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Oh, when
We
we
were
were
in
at the state
Wisconsin.
park.
We were at the state park.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. So I think my next trip that I'm really looking forward to, like actual trip, is I really want to do a mini, like a girls trip again.
Oh, hell yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
I want to go somewhere calm. Like I would love the mountains. I'd love to go back to the mountains, but I don't think I'm going to be going to the mountains anytime soon. At least not until winter. But
Yeah.
I think it would be cool to do like get a B&B on like the Gulf and just
Yeah.
go drive onto the beach and like call it
I
good.
think like no expectations, right? Like there's stuff that you want to do but
Yeah.
it's not like you have to do it at
Oh,
this
yeah.
time. It's not like boom, 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 boom. Also, before I forget, ball.
Yeah.
Deflated, oozing ball.
Oozing
Ooh,
ball.
it's even
Football.
flesh colored.
That is, I feel very uncomfortable with that today.
It's
like
I mean, it doesn't have a lot of life left in it.
you should just throw that away.
I've killed all mine. My current fidget is some weird friendship bracelet thing.
I brought the other fidget you're total. I
Every
brought the
quarter-
other fidget I had to school because there's a girl in my class that it's like I don't know how to describe it, but it looks like a chain, and she loves them. And we accidentally sent it home with her, and she didn't bring it back. And so I was like, I'll just bring mine. And so it's at school for her.
Oh, no. I mean, on the one hand, that's super sweet, super awesome. On the other hand, oh no.
It mostly just saves my sanity.
Valid.
Okay, just don't accidentally send that one home.
Right?
I do have this one.
My bad.
But yeah, I think we were talking about girls trip.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah,
I think that just coming up with an idea and starting to talk about different ideas and different plans helps with letdown. I think.
Yeah. I think it really helped when we were in Texas specifically for the first meetup, and we knew, I think we were like 85 to 95% sure that Colorado was going to be the next one. And so we had something to look forward to.
Yeah.
And
really, the turnaround between the two was not that long. It was
wasn't
like,
that
what,
long.
6 months?
Yeah.
And I like these big groups. Like, I know what I'm going to change because I've been the one setting these up.
Yeah.
The big meetups and whatnot. And I'm asking for help. At this point, I know that I need to. So
we need a committee.
It's the kindness committee. I've got the kindness committee that's helping me with this stuff. And I know that our next one is going to be in October, first week in October. We're going to be up in Minnesota for a half marathon.
That I'm the only one running.
You are the only one running, which
there is a 5K the day before.
Absolutely the fuck not.
I'm not going to do it.
I'm not doing a 5K. I'm not doing a 5K. I'm going to go find some of these big old lakes.
I'm going to do the full marathon.
Fuck you. Hell no.
It's such a cool route.
We're going to go and find some lakes and some waterfalls and
go
adventure.
Chasing waterfalls.
I will stab you. I have a pen. I will stab you through my monitor. I don't know how, but I'll do it.
Good fucking luck. We don't have any lakes up here. What are you talking about?
There's only like 1,000 or something. Wait.
Just
I heard there were a couple waterfalls.
There are a couple waterfalls.
Maybe it won't be closed this time.
But it's like, I know that we're going to be doing room box because I know people are going to need their space. And I know that we're going to be doing a hotel thing. And it's like, I know that it's going to be different this time. And the transportation issue is going to be different this time than it was last time. And it's like, because I'm one to like, well, this was wrong. I don't know why, but I'm like, I have to fix.
Not that it was wrong. This was less than optimal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where it's like,
it caused more stress than it needed to.
Yeah. And
I know to not volunteer as much, right? Mm-hmm. The need is there, yes, but like, dude.
Next time, it'll be fine. I mean, we'll
all, no matter what happens, it gets figured out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And like, I'm going to insist everybody has trip insurance.
Smart.
I'm going to very much insist this at this point that everybody get trip insurance because
you never know what's going to happen.
You never know. You're never going to know if you get altitude sickness or food poisoning or whatever. And you have to change your flight to an earlier flight.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. Or
I think that's just smart in general. Like, I mean, going beyond this, like we've talked a lot about this, like the trip specifically, but I think that's just smart in general. Is like, how do you prepare for a trip when you're not, if you're specifically like we talk about trip insurance if you're flying, but like just in general, like, I don't know. There you can't plan for everything. Like, but like, okay, so like what do you do when things go awry on a trip? When someone gets sick or something happens that you're not planning on it? How do you adjust? I know you two go in mom mode.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like, wait, what happened? Let's see. I can give you all examples, but well, it's like last time I went to Colorado. The time before this, the last time I went to Colorado, Kaylee was sick the entire time. She got some awful stomach bug and was throwing up the entire 3 days we were up there. I thought she just had a teeny tiny upset, but then my dad got sick and my stepmom got sick. And then Marcus got sick. As soon as we landed and got home, we're pulling in the garage and this kid is like literally blowing chunks all over my car. It was
Poor
terrible.
kid.
And he had eaten a 20-piece chicken nuggets. So
Woof.
yeah, it was bad.
I'm gonna guess he hasn't eaten chicken nuggets since then.
No, he loves chicken nuggets.
Oh God.
He loves chicken nuggets. I had a hard time eating them, but it's like I still like we still tried to go for our, our hikes and our outdoor activity with my family and whatnot when I was visiting last time. But and then this time, Cass and I ended up in mom mode when shit hit the fan. We're like, okay, how can we make this work? And I had the rental car, the van for the rental car, and I unfortunately needed to be with it. Even though I wasn't driving it, I still had to be part of it because technically nobody else was on the van. I didn't pay for that. So if shit hit the fan, I had to be there. And I don't think we need to automatically jump into mom mode because we are dealing with adults when we travel for the most part.
Yeah. I think that's just like your nature though, right? Is like you just want to help and you just want to make it better. And like Mandy, I imagine you, and maybe on some level Cass you as well, because it was in like your home turf, like you felt responsible for it. Like you had to be the ones to take care of it.
Necessarily that I felt responsible, but like we were talking about sending that person to the airport in an Uber, and I'm like, do you know how expensive that's going to be? Not on my watch. I will take the time and drive because, oh, no.
It would have been expensive.
It would have
and
been super expensive.
I wish I would have fought you on that and just let them chill, take a shower, relax, try and feel better, and then send them in the Uber. I wish we had done that, in that it caused a bit of miscommunication between us where we didn't fully have our communication as our unit got some miscommunication going. And I feel like in trips, we all feel like we have to be on all the time. And it's okay to have unexpected expenses pop up.
Yeah.
On my end. Like myself and Mike would have paid for it. And that's totally fine. For Mike and I, it's considered a business expense. We could just kind of write it off as it happened and it's not a big deal. And so that becomes missing out for you.
Yeah.
Which made me feel really bad.
Yeah.
It's less than ideal. I mean,
felt really bad.
Felt really bad, and I wish you'd been, you'd been able to join us. And that's why, like, I'm like, okay, how can we make sure people don't feel like they're left out? If they choose not to go for XYZ reason, that's one thing, but we want to make sure that nobody feels obligated to give up their spot for anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what happened, is you felt obligated.
I mean, yeah, probably, but not from any external source.
Yeah. And
if that makes sense.
Our internal obligation of, I need to prove that I'm useful and I need to fix this and help this.
Fuck you.
We all have that though. We
all have it though.
We all have it where it's like we just need to jump in and it comes from that people pleasing thing too, right? Of like, how can we prove that we're useful and worth someone's time? And how can we prove that we are good enough to be in this space with another person and worthy of their friendship?
And unfortunately, it caused a little bit of a myth situation where there was some emotions that popped up. And it's like, there's people pleasing in a way where you can do it and please yourself because you're a people.
Yeah.
That sounds really weird, but you know what I mean? You are a person. You deserve to have I
What?
know.
Everyone else
It's
is a person
crazy.
but me.
Everybody else is a person but me. I am a leaky splice bob. But
I'm 3 raccoons in a coat.
Yeah.
Marcus says it's 3 alpacas in a trench coat, so
He is the leader of the alpaca army.
he's the leader of the alpaca army, and he ended up getting a little mini alpaca. That's super cute. Being able to communicate with the people you're traveling with, even if it's family, if it's friends, I feel is wicked important. Like,
It's
Yes.
it's gonna cause a little bit of discomfort, but overall it's going to make the trip a lot more enjoyable for everybody. Because
exactly.
then there's not gonna be the resentment of, oh, this person pissed me off, and so I'm just gonna pretend that everything's okay and then but really be a sad sack the entire time or like and I'm speaking from like not this trip. This is like just past experience where it's like, oh, you were pissed off? Why didn't you say anything? Again, Minnesota, passive aggressive. That's what we do. But
Today I learned I'm actually from Minnesota.
welcome to the club. I just need you to say you betcha.
Betcha.
I say oofta.
Oofta.
Okay, now I got to make you a tater tot hot dish, and then you're official.
I've already had tater tot hot dish.
Has it been made by a Minnesotan though, with no seasoning?
I probably not.
Maybe salt, a little bit of pepper, but can't have it too spicy. Can't have it too spicy.
Oh.
Ketchup is too spicy, don't you know?
I could see
Don't
it.
you know? It's the don't you know that gets me.
It's the don't you know?
Don't
Not
you
the
know?
bag.
You and your bagels.
Anyway.
It's a long A. Anyways,
It's the long A. But yeah, I
the-
think that's part of being an adult is, I mean, not just in trips, but like just communicating when something is wrong and when something's not going right and be able to not only communicate it, but talk about it in a way that's effective. You know, like for me, I know if I'm upset about something, I need can you hear those people back there?
unfortunately, but it'll filter
I'm
out.
so sorry.
Don't apologize. Keep talking.
It's my fault because the window's open. But like I know for myself, I need time to like think about it, and I can't like sit there and have that conversation right away. Most of the time, I need like give me 15 minutes.
You
Say
gotta
what you need to
process
say.
some shit first.
I just need to process some shit, think about what I'm going to say, figure out how I'm feeling in the moment. But it's hard for me to talk about it right away.
Yeah.
I think that that's something we do just fairly well is Cass, you had your moment where, where it was after the fact and you were having some feelings and we talked about it. I mean, I wish it had been sooner, but I think it was sooner than it would have been in the past.
Well,
and that's
and
the whole thing.
for a
Or
fact,
it might not even have happened.
Yeah,
in the
no, it would have
past.
been something in the past. It would have been something that I kept to myself and maybe I dwelled on with my sister or bitched about it or whatever. And then that would be it. And I'd cut everybody off and I'd disappear. That's just what it would be. But no, and the reason it wasn't sooner, because yeah, it would have been great if it had been sooner. It could have been fixed. It could have been, in the moment turned into something different. But between talking to you and talking to Mischief is when I figured out what the fuck the problem actually was. I didn't even know. When I was talking to you initially, I wasn't sure. I didn't know. And then I'm talking to Mischief later and I was like, oh, that's what this is. Right.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it could have been any sooner than that. I consciously made a decision to stop trying to push it down, right? Because I knew something needed to come up and something needed to be processed. I knew someone was going to notice. I knew that. Even though I didn't want anyone to notice, I knew someone was going to notice. And I knew that I would be forced to deal with. So I did that because that's better than shoving it all down, right? I don't know. That's probably the thing I am most proud of the entire trip because I know what was going on in my head and how I forced myself to put myself in that position to make you guys make me about it.
I'm really glad that we did. I'm glad that we had the talk and I'm, because now going forward, we know what needs to change.
Yeah.
And I think that's just a testament to the friendship too, right? Of like, we're comfortable talking about these things. And like, we notice when someone is retreating or there's something going on where it's like, you don't even know what was going on, but we saw something going on.
Yeah.
Right. And I think, like, I don't know, for me that's really fucking cool because I haven't had that before, at least not on this level.
No.
I haven't either. Like, I wouldn't be planning another trip with
Right.
certain people. Like, I wouldn't be, especially
I wouldn't
after
plan a trip
any kind of
initially with some people.
yeah, eh, agreed. And now here we are, like, okay, as I said, it's like, all right, Kaylee starts school in August. What about if we did before Mischief has to go back to work and you have to go back to work, like, let's do a girls' weekend
Hell yeah.
and let's grab Sarah because she's here and let's go down to the coast. Just do a girls' weekend, do some bonfires on the beach or some shit.
I
Call it
do
good.
need to see what the ocean is like on the other side of. I've only seen
There you go.
California, Oregon, and Washington coast. In Alaska.
And we're going
Wait.
to be clear, it's the Gulf of Mexico.
It is the Gulf of Mexico. Nobody is going to tell me otherwise. I will punch them in the dick. If you have comments about it, go fuck yourself. It is the Gulf of Mexico.
Unless
We're
they
not
happen
changing
to
that.
agree with us, and then you
Yeah.
don't have to go
You know
fuck
what I mean.
yourself. You can if you want.
You can if you like that, but I'm not going to tell you not to. But
Gulf of Mexico.
if you want to call it the other, it doesn't exist.
No.
So my biggest takeaway with post-trip letdown talk with you guys is communicating about the trip.
Yes.
Mhm.
During the trip and after the trip. Like, how can we improve? How can we, what went great?
Right.
Like,
I also
sharing the fun stuff.
I also feel like kind of similar to that is like it's almost like processing grief, right? Because something really good is over.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you lose a loved one or you lose a job or whatever it is, like talking about it is what helps keep it real,
Yeah.
Whereas it's like I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to get too sad. Then it's harder to process.
True.
Yeah. I mean, I've been
And
talking about it all week.
Same.
I've mostly been moving boxes.
That's fair.
Okay, fair. But you've had legitimate move, and I'm like over here being like, okay, I got home, I got a
Don't
little
be like
cold.
me. Hire someone to do all the lifting. I know you're a strong, capable woman. Just hire someone else to
I
do
think
the
that's
lifting.
the plan, isn't it?
100%. The plan is I'm not even packing. I was actually just told today that it would be more stressful if I tried to pack than if I just hired somebody to do the packing for me, which minorly stresses me out because I know that people who do the packing will pack up trash. And I'm like,
Okay.
I don't want trash.
Yes, because we had this conversation and I had experienced that. I had movers come in and pack my house as it is up, and then it all got shipped on a freighter up to Alaska. And then when I'm unpacking stuff, there are stickers on everything.
I'm sure.
The little like identity stickers of item number XYZ 179, whatever, right? So the stickers are on everything, and I was finding them 10 years later. Okay, so stickers will be on everything. They will pack trash, but I mean, at the time I had a 3-month-old, so it was kind of nice not having to do it, and it will give you something to talk about after the move.
Well, okay. Here's how unbougie I've been my entire life. I did not know that people that packed up your house existed. I knew that there were people that would move boxes for you and like do all of that. I did not know that people that packed up your shit existed.
I didn't either
I
until
didn't either.
until a few years ago when we moved from one house to another in Arizona. Like, because we literally had like 3 days to move and there was
Yeah.
no way that I was going to get the house packed
Oh,
in
yeah.
3
That's
days. And I'm just
impossible.
like,
So
I don't know what to do.
yeah, mine was Elliot was 3 months old, and ex-husband the second had accepted a job at a mine in Alaska, and they paid for the movers. Prior to that, I had no clue. I'm like, okay, so how much how much do I have to like do here? I'm talking to the coordinator and they're like, oh no, you don't do anything. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, okay, do I need to take my clothes off the hangers? Do I need to like How do you want it done? Is there a specific kind of box you want me to use or whatever, right? Because I need all the answers. Sorry, I dropped a pen lid. And they're like, no, you don't do anything. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I
That's
found out.
crazy. Do they bring like the boxes and shit too?
Yeah, they bring everything.
God damn.
They bring the tape, the boxes, the labels, the packing material, everything.
Okay, the boxes alone would be worth it because those are such a pain in the ass to find.
Yeah. And
they're not cheap
I thought it
anymore.
was only a military thing before. I thought it was like only the military would come and pack and move your shit. I didn't know that it was like a civilian thing too.
Maybe
Unless you were
to
like
be
really
in
rich.
more movies.
Yeah, I see it in rich people movies.
Oh, fair.
But like where they just like show up and everything's like back magically in its place. And I'm like, the fuck? That doesn't exist. But this has turned into a tangent. I knew we would have one at least.
Oh,
we've discussed
I think
balls.
we've had about 50. We discussed
We've
balls.
had some tangents.
We need a tangent counter in Egypt.
We should have.
Okay.
That's what we should start doing.
Then we would get off on a tangent about our tangents.
as our ending, as we end tonight's recording, what's your one just piece of advice for post-trip emotions and processing? Like, what would you suggest?
Don't stuff it down. Talk about it with the people around you. If you have a therapist, get therapy as soon as possible after the trip.
I sense, personal experience here.
Yeah, waiting almost 2 weeks for a therapy appointment is not ideal. I did text her. I was like, "You're in for a fucking roller coaster of an appointment on Sunday." Tried to get an earlier one. She wasn't available. She's a popular lady. It's all good. Just means she's good at her job.
I would say make sure that you have something that you can use to distract yourself when you're not able to talk to someone. Because, the best thing to do to get over the blues of a trip is talk to the people that were on the trip, right?
Yeah.
Because that's a type of commiseration that's going to help better than, it's going to be awesome telling all your non-trip friends about your trip, but that's just, in my experience, it increases the melancholy. So there's going to be times you're not going to be able to talk to the people who were on the trip with you, which is the best thing. So just make sure you have something that can distract you, like moving a house or some hobby that makes your brain shut off, or, save a particular mini series that you wanted to watch or whatever until after you get back. Just find things to distract you when you can't.
Mine would be movement. Have some kind of movement that you can do so that, it is the processing, the hobby, the thing. Like I saved a book. Like I've been waiting for this book, and I saw that it was going to be a movie on Netflix. I was like, I'm going to listen to this book when I get back, and then I'm going to watch the movie. And that's what I did. I listened to the book, but I could only listen to the book while I was up and moving. I had to have my movement. I had to have some walking because I knew I did 30,000 steps on Monday because I was told it's only a mile away. 2 miles later,
the car going back from the race.
Going back from a race. Like here we are. We'd already done a 10K and we're being told it's about a mile away.
You know what? It was told to us by a Canadian.
It was told to us by a Canadian, so
they don't.
There might be some conversion math problems.
Yeah, he's an engineer. He's gonna be on the podcast. I said that he was gonna be on the podcast in person, and so Smitty, this is me officially saying our next podcast, you are going to be on it.
You have no choice.
You have no choice. You will be on the podcast. There we go. You're going to be on it.
He's going to comment on this.
He is going to comment on this. He already sent me a message.
What do you have to say about this, Smitty?
Exactly.
Oh, hey there, bud. Oh, I'm not your buddy, pal.
But have movement. Yeah. Have movement of some sort. If you don't have something planned or you don't know because life gets crazy, just get outside. It's
Take a walk.
Hot as fucking balls. It was out here, but I made sure to walk. I got, I took Kaylee to the park at night and I walked around the park while she played. And I talked on the phone with people, but I made sure that there was movement. So thank you for joining us on our post-trip episode of
chaos,
mischief,
and muscles. And we hope to see you soon. Please like, subscribe, and do all the things. Share with your friends, family. And remember, as kindness would say, be kind to yourself. And remember, it's not about the speed of how fast you're going and where you're going. It's about loving where you are and rising with grace. My mouse died.
Oh, wait, can I stop?